Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another severe weather breakdown. Now today, we're going to be talking about this upcoming severe weather outbreak that will bring damaging winds, large hail, and several strong tornadoes most likely to a certain portion of the United States. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the SPC outlook here on Monday, where we have a slight risk of severe weather extending from northeast Texas back into portions of central Indiana there. Alright, now this is mainly going to be damaging winds and large hail that are driving this slight risk on Monday most likely, but we're also probably going to see several tornadoes, so we'll have to watch out for that. We may see an upgrade to an enhanced risk, but it is too early out to talk about that for the most part. Now Tuesday, we have a day 6 slight risk of severe weather, alright, and this is actually kind of similar to the setup that we had back in late February a little while ago. We have a day 5 risk for some of the Midwest and the Plains, and then we have a day 6 slight risk for portions of the Tennessee Valley and the Ohio Valley, and that's kind of what it's looking like this time. So on Tuesday here, alright, we may see some tornadoes, some wind, some hail. It's really quite unknown at this point. So let's go and move on to what the models are showing for these storms, right? So right now we've kind of got a band of rain and thunderstorms out there in the eastern United States. If you're in North Carolina this morning, especially eastern North Carolina, you may have woken up to a few rumbles of thunder. Same thing down there in Florida. But eventually those will leave here by this evening into tonight, and then we will start to see our new storm really start to get going here around Saturday, right? Maybe some showers, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms popping up in portions of the Midwest there. Nothing major, but then we start to see some storms explode out of the plains there that will be capable of producing damaging winds, large hail, and even some tornadoes. But unfortunately, this model does not look far enough out to see that, alright? It really stinks. We're like just barely not able to see what those storms are going to look like yet on the RGEM model. So by the next forecast, I will have an update for you guys, but right now we're stuck with this. Now finally, we can actually take a look at the Cape, alright? This is going to be basically our fuel for our thunderstorms, right? So right now, we do have some Cape down there in southern Florida. It's nothing major, but it will be enough to fire off a few showers and thunderstorms, over 800 joules per kilogram in portions of the Florida Keys, so we'll watch out for that. There are some storms popping off there right now, but nothing major, once again. Now, we go into Friday here, we have some Cape popping up in Mexico, and eventually that will dive into portions of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. This will not be enough to fire off any storms, though, until we get into Saturday here, right, where we start to see some spots that may get an isolated spot over, 750 joules per kilogram of Cape, but that's still not really enough to fire off tornadoes. But going into Saturday afternoon, this is where our real band of Cape starts to form here. Right? It's going to start in North Texas, relatively weak, around 600 to 700 joules per kilogram, but it will quickly explode here. And then areas like North Central Texas could see spots with over 1,000 joules per kilogram of Cape. Then by Saturday evening, this crosses over the Texas-Oklahoma border, bringing spots to 1,500 joules per kilogram of Cape, which is definitely enough to fire off some storms and tornadoes. This band of Cape will move into the Central Plains and eventually get even higher. We may even see some spots get over 2,000 joules per kilogram here in Kansas on Sunday morning, and then eventually that will cross over into Missouri here, and a similar story, 2,000 joules per kilogram of Cape around the Kansas City area. Then it'll kind of move into the Midwest a little bit, and then a new band will form down here in the Southern Plains once again, and it's going to be a very potent outbreak in terms of how much Cape we have, alright, and we have pretty good shear as well, so it could really pop off here, alright. By Monday afternoon into like the evening, there may even be an isolated spot or two that gets over 2,500 joules per kilogram of Cape, which is just insane, alright? That's definitely enough to fire off some tornadoes, maybe even some strong tornadoes, alright? And then eventually by Monday evening, San Antonio is kind of right in the epicenter of this, where some spots are getting 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram of Cape. That is ridiculous, alright? There's not going to be any lack of Cape with these storms. On Tuesday, this is where we have our second slight risk of severe weather, alright, for portions of the Ohio Valley. We got a little bit of Cape, but it's not nearly as much, but it still will be enough to fire off some storms and tornadoes. So, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys did all enjoy this video. Stay safe, and I will see you all next time. Peace.